and thank you for joining us. We are currently in the Canadian Bushplane Heritage Museum in the lovely downtown Sault Ste. Marie, and we are discussing these amazing planes with Mitch, who's a floor manager here at the museum. And Mitch is going to tell us a little bit about where they came from and why they are here and how awesome they are. So Mitch, where did these planes come from?
Well, I'll start with the building. The building is the original home of the Ontario Provincial Air Service, which was responsible for forestry surveying and forest fire spotting and various other necessities for going into the bush. The building itself, the original building was built in 1924, and this larger building that we're in right now was built in 1947. A lot of it was donations from the Ministry of Natural Resources itself. The water bomber behind me was donated by the Ministry of Natural Resources. Now, the aircraft will come in at about 150 knots, and it will touch down. This front part, there's a step here. This front part will step down, will land on the water, and then they'll just drop these little scoops into the water, and it will pressurize in 15 seconds 12,000 pounds of water.
So it just sucks it right
will
up.
fill the tanks.
Whoa.
And when the tanks are full, they overflow through these mesh screens here on the side. And then they go full power, take off, and drop it on a fire.
And then when I pull,
You pull up,
and then I bank.
yeah. You have to take your landing gear
Oh,
off.
sorry, I gotta put, okay. It's going, and then we go back.
Level off.
And then I push it, and then I go down.
Yep.
This is down.
Yep, use this nose down attitude.
And then this is lighting up, and it's going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah, well, one of these would be telling you that you're.
That's what would happen if I
Yep.
the plane.
Well,
Just saying.
after a few lessons, you'll probably be better.
Okay. Ranger Office, this is Bushplane Tower. I have a fire reported sighting at 190 degrees north.
This is the de Havilland DHC-2 Beaver. This is serial number 2. It is the second one ever built. This could be considered the first modern water bomber. It was modified with roll tanks on its floats so they could drop small amounts of water on spot fires. The aircraft would plane along on the water, and there'd be little scoops on the ends of these pipes that would be dipped in the water. And then once they fill up, they'd overflow, and the plane would take back off and go to the fire. And then once it was over the fire, they'd pull a handle in the cockpit, and it would dump the water. This is the Nordine Norseman. They were built in 1935 to 1955. This is the oldest one in the world, serial number 17. This aircraft in our collection worked for 60 years straight, from the time it was built to the time it came to the museum. This is the KR-34 Fairchild KR-34. This aircraft was used by the Ontario Provincial Air Service in 1929. This could be considered the first aerial water bomber ever. They modified it, the front seat, with a drum of water and a valve in the bottom, and attempted to put out a fire, but it wasn't that effective.
Sault Ste. Marie's Ride for Sight motorcycle event, where there are loads of beautiful bicycles lined up just waiting for us to look at them. Tugboat races on the river, pancake breakfasts, and most importantly, fundraising for blindness.
Going over that hill. I'm going over that hill.
We had about 80 bikes in the parade. It's turned out really good. We're doing more registration. Right now there's the bike games going on and show and shine. We got quite a few bikes down there and everybody's down there.
When I get there I'll die. When I get there I'll die. When I get there, I'll die.
Hey, we're here at the 2012 Sault Ste. Marie Ride for Sight. This is the show and shine, and we're just taking a look at some of the bikes in the touring category. This is a Harley Davidson right here, right beside it. We also have a Harley Davidson. This one is a slightly deeper shade of burgundy than the one previous to it. Over here, this is a Harley Davidson, and this bike right here, this is a really special piece, I think. A lot of sort of custom detail. This is a Harley Davidson, and of course, right beside that, we have another Harley Davidson.
Hey, you put that crown on my head.
I'm here with Dustin Woods, rider extraordinaire. You're on your first leg of the Ride Lake Superior ride?
I am indeed. Well, on the second leg, I guess, today. Started Toronto to Sault Ste. Marie yesterday, and Sault Ste. Marie to, I'll be heading on to Wawa this evening.
So what are you looking forward to? What's left for you?
I think just the north end of Superior is, I'm looking forward to experiencing it in good weather. The only time I've ever done it, it's been pouring rain. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to traveling around the south because I've never done it before.
What do you think of the beach here?
It's very nice. Water, I've been told, is warmer than it usually is. It's still very brisk. Enjoyable though after a hot day on the bike. But a beautiful beach. It's very nice. It's beautiful scenery. I'm looking forward to a lovely sunset. It'll be quite romantic, I'm sure.
Romance on Lake Superior, brought to you by Dustin Woods.
Walking round this little town, trying to figure why you let me down. I don't know, Lord, I just don't know. I've been thinking, drinking over this. You're not around and you are sorely missed. I don't know, Lord, I just don't know. Where'd you go, Lord, I just don't know. Jesus, can't you hear me calling out to you?
It's Canada Day, and we've just said goodbye to our good friend Dustin Wood. We are sitting on the beach at Agawa Bay, and as you can see behind me, everybody is sitting around waiting for the light show.
Payload. Yeah. So if you're going up with fuel, is it just like just take the fuel?
Yeah, we'll take 6 tons of fuel and 50 miles. Boat 20 miles an hour. That one. Today we are at White River Air, and we are about to have the quintessential Northern Ontario experience. A ride in a bush plane. Check it out. This is a de Havilland.
De Havilland beaver.
Beaver?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we saw one of those at the Bushplane Museum.
Yes, you did. And this one was built in 1949. I don't know if you want to know that part.
I do want to know that part. So tell me about this plane. This is a pretty instrumental plane in the history of Canada's north.
Yeah, this one's was actually built in 1949. I think it's serial number 47, I believe.
Wow.
One of the early ones. Yeah, they've been still being used for taking people fishing and hunting and sightseeing.
Yeah. So what's going to happen, you know, when this thing is no longer repairable, when they run out of parts?
Oh, they'll keep fixing them. And
yeah.
There's really nothing that replaces what this thing does. And
oh my God.
What?
The fog has moved in.
Oh no!
Spent a lovely night at Naze Provincial Park, and as you cannot see the beautiful mountains and beach behind me, fog everywhere. It's a truly beautiful day for a boat ride, which is where we're headed next. Join us.
decided to came over here.
Yeah.
Because my wife is born here, Scriber, and her mom is still alive. So
Okay.
that's why we moved here.
So you're a true man of the sea then. Wherever you go, you're going to be on the water.
That's it, exactly. That for me, I don't mind. As long as I'm on the water, I'm all right.
Okay. So we're here on Bluebird Charters and we're heading out to the Slate Islands to see the caribou herd. Apparently there are about 300 caribou out here, and about 60 years ago when this lake used to freeze, they would walk out over the lake and settle on these islands. Unfortunately, in the last 60 years, Lake Superior hasn't frozen, so they haven't been able to get off. But since they have no natural predators, they've been doing very, very well. Walked into the forest at Fisherman's Cove looking for caribou, and the campers we met there all proclaimed that they'd seen them, but we didn't.
Hello.
See any caribou?
One or two.
What we did find was equally valuable. Lake Superior's dark and foreboding waters gave way to dazzling aquamarine in the dozens of secret inlets and between the two largest islands. Quiet coves with rocky beaches set against towering cliffs. Shattercone rock formations, remnants of a 19-mile-wide asteroid that smashed into the lake and created these islands hundreds of millions of years ago. And the incredible winding path from a picturesque home to the defunct lighthouse high above a long-forgotten fishing village, with a coastline that looked more like a maritime scene than a Great Lake. We're at the top of a huge cliff on the Slate Islands. We've just walked a 10-minute brisk walk up a cliff face, and now we are at the site of the old lighthouse here, which hasn't been in operation for about 20 years. The scenery is mind-blowing. There's a tiny little village in the distance, and this is totally unexpected. I'd be happy to stay here all day. We've just spent the last week cruising along the shore of Lake Superior, camping out every night in the wonderful splendor of nature, barbecuing hamburgers, making marshmallows, sing-alongs by the campfire. Well, I gotta tell you, I'm sick of it. I need some thrills and I need some adventure, and I think I may have just found it. Okay, this is the start of the second suspension bridge, longest suspension bridge in the world, or possibly Canada, I don't know. I forgot to research this in detail. All I can tell you is that at the end of the suspension bridge is the start of the zip line. It is Canada's largest zip line, that much I am sure of. And I'm starting to feel the jujubblies in my belly, things moving around. Just about to hit the zip line. Actually, it's starting to dawn on me that this is a terrifying activity that I've undertaken. So, I don't know, the ATV's right here, might be time to chicken out. You got room for 3 in there?
2 people plus me.
Oh, okay. Good, okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. Maybe I'll just close my eyes.
What do you weigh, my good man?
265 pounds. It's almost.
Well, you lost weight on the way up.
That's true.
Anne-Marie measured it. She said
I think your scale's out of whack. I got a nice digital one at home, never lies.
No, our scale's bang on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's bang on.
Shit, this road trip is really doing me in.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Otherwise, that's why I paid extra for that other scale.
Good scale.
Yeah. It lies to you when it's most important. Okay, this is it. It's time to get onto the zip line.
You're first.
All right. Well, I guess there's no backing out now. All right. Now that's how you have fun. Wait, do I get to go back?
Yeah, no.
Just a little ways.
Do I have to pay again? Oh my God, look at that sunshine.